Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Tech India. This is session 15 for the series actual exam questions for AWS Cloud Practitioner exam. So let's start this video with question number 71st. A company want to assess its operational readiness. It also want to identify and mitigate any operational risk ahead of new product launch. Which AWS support plan offers guidance and support for this kind of event at no additional charge? Here are the options. AWS Business Support. Option B, AWS Basic Support. Option C, AWS Developer Support. Option D, AWS Enterprise Support. So here in the question, company want to assess its operational readiness. Basically, it want to identify if there is any sort of issue and want to mitigate the same before launching or deploying the resources. That's the requirement of the company. And it want to know which AWS support plan offers guidance and support at no additional cost. There should not be any charges for that. And before answering that question, you should be aware that these are four support plan available in AWS. That is business, basic, developer, and enterprise. Now try to guess the correct answer. Take your time. So now let me reveal the correct answer here. Correct answer here will be AWS Enterprise Support. So this is the premium support plan providing a wide range of benefits, including 24 into 7 access to cloud support engineers, a technical account manager that is called TEM, and more. It is suitable for enterprise running business critical workload and for assessing operational readiness, identifying and mitigating operational risk ahead of new launch. AWS Enterprise Support offers guidance and support at no additional cost. So this one is the correct answer. Now question number 72. A company want to establish a schedule for rotating database user credential. Which AWS service will support this requirement with the least amount of operational overhead? Here are the options. AWS System Manager. Option B, AWS Secret Manager. Option C, AWS License Manager. Option D, AWS Managed Services. Take your time to guess the correct one. Okay, now let me reveal the correct answer. Correct answer here will be AWS Secret Manager. And this is because it is specifically designed for managing the sensitive information like API keys, password, database credential, and it include automatic rotation of secrets to enhance security and reduce operational overhead. So this is the correct answer. And what is AWS License Manager? This is the service which focus on helping you manage your software licenses and ensure compliance. So that is not the requirement of the question. So it is not correct. And AWS Managed Service. This is a service designed to provide ongoing management of your AWS infrastructure. So this is also not correct because this is about the credentials and that too rotation of the credential. And AWS System Manager, you must be already aware about it. This is a service that allow you to automate operational tasks across your AWS resources. So this one is also not correct. Now question number 73. Which AWS service or feature can be used to create a private connection between an on-premises workload and a AWS cloud workload? Here are the options. Amazon Route 53. Option B, Amazon Messi. Option D, AWS Direct Connect. Option D, AWS Private Link. Take your time to guess the correct one. Okay, now let me reveal the correct answer. Here, option C, that is AWS Direct Connect. That will be the correct answer because it establishes a dedicated private connection between your own premises infrastructure and AWS. And what about the AWS private link? Because it also seems the correct option, right? You may have thought about it also because this is about the private connection and this is the name itself. So this is not correct because AWS private link facilitates private connectivity between AWS services and VPCs within the AWS cloud itself. It does not extend to on premises, but here it is extending to on premises. In that case, AWS Direct Connect will be the correct answer. So this is wrong. And what about Amazon Messi? That is different service. That is for personally identifiable information. That is PII. So this is not correct here. And Route 53, you are already aware. This is domain name system. So this is not correct. So I hope this is clear. Now question number 74. Which AWS service is used to provide encryption for Amazon EBS? Here are the options: AWS Certificate Manager, option B, AWS System Manager, option C, AWS KMS, AWS Config. I have already told you about this option, so I'm not letting you to wait for this. This is AWS KMS, right? This is the correct answer over here. And why is that? Because the requirement is for encryption of Amazon EBS. That is the only possible answer. Let's check. Yeah, this is the correct one here. There is no option which could be quite confusing for you, because certificate manager is different service which is for managing your certificate. System manager is for automating multiple tasks in AWS across the AWS accounts or within the account as well. Now only one option is left with us, that is AWS config. So that is also not correct, because it helps you to assess, audit and evaluate the configuration of AWS resources. It does not directly provide you encryption of Amazon EBS. So this is also not correct. Wherever encryption of EBS is asked, you can simply mark AWS KMS as the correct answer. Now question number 75. A company want to manage its AWS cloud resources through a web interface. Which AWS service will meet this requirement? Here are the options: AWS Management Console, option B, AWS CLI, option C, AWS SDK, option D, AWS Cloud 9. So what is the requirement of the question? A company want to manage its AWS resources through web interface. So requirement is web interface, but CLI, that is not correct, because it is simply asking web interface. SDK is also development kit. It is not correct answer. This is also some sort of CLI. So this is also not correct. Only one option, that is AWS Management Console. This is quite obvious and straightforward question, because on the console you just navigate through the web interface. So that is the correct answer only. So you can verify here. Yeah, this is the correct one only. So friends, this was all in this video. Thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe the channel Tech India.